It took us long enough for you. Somebody over here. 52 minutes, by the way, to actually know. Let me know, and I'll be ready at a moment's notice. An hour later, we're finally here. But I did get rid of the spinning bike, so.
There you go.
And I got to watch qualifying, so now I don't have to watch that later. So worked out okay. Got Monday. Yep, I can hear my echo through it. Got my Monday done.
Nice.
Now I don't have to write about SmackDown or any of that. Which is good.
Yeah.
Turn down your speaker.
What happened?
Turn down your speaker. Oh wait, then you can't hear me. Turn it to where you could still hear me. There you go. I could still hear me, which means I know you should still hear me. Yeah.
Okay.
It was straight recoming like a horrible echo.
Gotcha.
It's like listening to Byron Saxton talk half the time. Corey Graves when Carmella's around. But we all know what the big thing is today. And before we get to that, I just have one really big question for everyone. Actually, this question's for Mace.
Yeah, the M thing.
Who,
no.
in the bluest of hells, did you piss off that bad that you go from Mace and then it's all done and you're stuck with the stupid gimmick to now you are Mace? Like, who did you piss off? What, you are future ever? But you were already future.
Oh, yeah.
The second they said it,
give it 2 weeks, it'd be done.
The second they said it, like, Mace, like, Jesus Christ, what? Yep, he's fired.
Yeah, bye. See ya.
My first thoughts were, damn, that looks like Lou from down the road. But you should just go and do it. And then, Mansoor. Like, you only hired him just because you're trying to break into Saudi so you can get that Saudi money.
Oh, yeah.
And now you've switched him to that. I'm pretty sure male fashion models running around like that isn't really necessarily the big shtick in Saudi Arabia.
Going from Mansoor to Mandum.
In Saudi Arabia, that's probably not their biggest of a cultural yays is male models. How about you could have just, I don't know, used them. Call up the Pretty Deadly. Done. There, Ray, pull off the stupid model thing. Like, it was made for itself.
Yeah.
And you couldn't even do that right. Like, that was, wanted to say, like, don't worry, I wrote it all nicely on Twitter. I didn't drop any F-bombs because every time I drop one, they're like, are you sure you want to say that? But whoever he pissed off, God bless you. And congratulations to Jey Uso for finally actually being able to speak like fully through, no stupidity with that promo with the Usos. That was actually good. Like, they did a good job on that. Yep. They saved what was supposed to be really stupid with an Ask Them Anything segment and turned it into something. They saved that. Thank God. They went, this is going to go over like a fart in church. But anyway, big picture.
Yes.
Which is why I have green on. Because this shirt's,
very green.
Kick ass, but literally. The only other shirt I have is a gingerbread man on it with a broken leg that Crystal got me after I got ran over. Best part, the gingerbread with the broken leg was the same leg that was all screwed up on me, which makes it even better.
Nice.
So this seemed more fitting, and I don't have any specific order because no one actually has an actual order out.
Yeah, which is quite surprising at this time at this time of day. Usually there's something pretty solid, but we've done pre-shows like almost either really early in the morning, where sometimes some pay-per-views premium live events have a lineup, or they put the lineup in last minute, where we've done a couple pre-shows at last minute right before it starts, and then know what we're talking about. But
I was literally uploading and getting text updates from you guys while I was sitting in here going, go faster, trying to watch you in my little bitty phone. Oh, this sucks. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. But so don't mind if there's no order, because again, I've seen a million places. I just hope that the one I saw, one of them had Bianca and Carmella last.
No, please.
As long as you don't, as long as you don't do that, hell, don't do Ronda and Natty last either. Like, sorry, no. There's a lot.
I'm
Money in the Bank match, or maybe the Usos and Profits. Why? Because they'll actually end it on a good note.
Yeah.
Even the women's Money in the Bank.
I'm thinking, I'm thinking starts with the women's Money in the Bank and ends with the men's Money in the Bank, like past pay-per-views.
Hopefully.
Again, maybe the tag team championship match starts the show. I would say either of those two. I'm on board with that. Either the Usos and the Profits, and then or the women's Money in the Bank, which because really the women's title matches, no offense, just I'd rather have my brain hurt for a consecutive 35 minutes and then begin and end on a good note than.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah,
those were there, and that's the first one. And that's the first one of my list.
Yeah,
I was all wait. How do I know what matches are click? What save? But nailed it. There's no reason that anyone should be excited about Carmella and Bianca. No offense.
No.
Literally, no offense to it's not.
Yeah, stick it in the middle. Give me a break.
It's not y'all's fault. They had other plans. Was it like a head injury or something for Rhea? I don't know.
It's got to be a concussion or something like that.
Yeah. Because she's still posting workout videos and all of that.
I mean, you can still work out. I mean, just
So it's not like she wouldn't be flinging any weights if it was anything that way around. But and again, if it's a head injury, take your time. And again, like we said before, I get why they had Carmella win. Asuka and Becky, they were going to keep going at it. Asuka was already in Money in the Bank. Liv and Alexa, already in Money in the Bank. Doudrop, she's just there anymore. No offense to her. They should let her go back to being Piper Niven and call it a day.
Yeah,
because that was
working.
They
could do so much more.
So we get why Carmella won, because everyone else minus her, Doudrop was already well on their way in a story that's been going for a while. So she was the only other one. I still don't like it. I still don't think it actually helped sell any tickets or is going to encourage anyone to actually get.
Considering you lost tickets because you had to downsize the venue, but we'll let that one go. We've already talked about that.
Hey, did you see the numbers in Wichita? I think they might have sold like 3,000 tickets. I said, well, I thought it sounded quiet and it looked really weird that you could not see an ounce of light in the top section of the whole building. Like, oh, wait, because you couldn't give tickets away. And then there's John Cena went to a sold out Monday Night Raw. Like, that's because for the last month, you had that code. The code online where you could get as many tickets as you wanted for $20 a pop. It's really easy to sell the place out and actually make tickets affordable. And you were still making a profit because you wouldn't have done it otherwise. Now, how about you make it affordable again? Make wrestling affordable again.
Yeah, please.
No offense to Wichita. I mean, they normally don't have the greatest numbers, but 3,000. That's a problem. But anyway,
so
they set themselves up though for. I mean, what the hell did they expect when they put all the gold on Roman and we've seen him twice?
Yeah.
In what? Over 2 months now.
I have my crazy theory on how we get the belts off of Roman, and
we have a lot of theories.
Makes sense. Doesn't mean they're going to do it.
Hey, we have a lot of theories, and none of them involve Austin theory. Just because.
Who do you think wins the U.S. title?
I don't know. We'll get to that when we get to it. That's a match I actually want to talk about.
Oh, so, yeah, seriously.
But again, it's not Carmella's fault. She can wrestle. She really used. I mean, she at least improved from when she was, the princess of Staten Island, moonwalking everywhere for Enzo and Cass, and that's all she. She is way better.
Yeah.
You can still correctly hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you, buddy. You're good.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Well.
Can't hear you now.
Oh, I know it's dumb.
Yep, there it goes. Now you're good. Now touch it. Let it go.
No, I had to re-switch it because the microphone just switched off in the middle of it. And it said microphone has switched. I'm like, what the for?
So we go with Bianca on this one, probably.
Oh yeah, that's the obvious. I mean, no offense to Carmella. We'll switch it right over to the other worthless women's match. We'll just make it easy and get this one done too. Yeah, those two behind me, no offense. And well, Rhonda did make a very valid point. You've been here for 7,000 years. You've trained everyone. There's a reason why you've been champion twice. And guess what? Or whatever it's been. And you're not going to be champion tonight.
Yeah.
They did not bring back Rhonda. Have her lose to Natty at Money in the Bank in a tiny little building because they thought that not having any star power, they were going to sell out a football stadium.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how that's even was a feasible thought. And anyone said, good job to Cody. He did a great thing for it to try to sell it. But then when everyone realized Roman's not going to be there, Brock's not going to be there, and then Cody got hurt. Cody's not going to be there.
Randy's not there.
Carmella's in the match with, okay, what you guys went out of your way to back yourselves into a corner.
Yep.
And this women's title match, again, I mean, they
Filler, complete filler.
like at least, Natty will be able to put on a better match than Carmella. No offense.
Yeah, agreed.
Again, I'm pretty sure we're just gonna, they're gonna make Carmella look good, but I think Bianca's just gonna maul her. And Natty will tap out and everyone will go home happy. And, they're just pointless matches, which sucks because they have a lot of talent that's actually available on the roster and quite capable. And they give us matches that everyone walks into going, right now, that's one's going to work out.
Yeah.
Like, that's a problem, guys. In a lot of matches in AEW, you're going, yeah, I know where this is going. But at least, they still put on like decent matches when you know where it's going. Yeah. And everyone that wants to argue the point, what they really do. Like, look at the Young Bucks match last night. They hurt my head to death. But then those two guys from Japan, they put on a good match, even though you know what's coming. So their predictable doesn't hurt as much because the machine's predictable, like was Money in the Bank qualifiers with Raquel and then Shotzi mauling whoever she did literally in 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, wow, that did a lot for, you could have just not had those matches or combined them into a tag match, like a random tag match like they did. Winners go on. And they could have at least made it a solid 5-minute match, not just 2 ass whoopings. I love an ass whooping, but I prefer the Attitude Era ass whoopings.
Yeah.
Those were, friendly tap. You're welcome, like Tim White, wherever you are. Listening from above, up in that place. All the stars and all that moving around. God bless the friendly tap and how much money Vince had to give you just to renovate that place at least every 5 minutes. Hey, well, we fixed it. Hey, so Tim, it's Vince.
Okay.
What day? Like we'll be there Tuesday. Yay! Good time. Yeah, that's gonna suck.
Something that matters. I'm
gonna go to Theory and Lashley, first, just because I want to see just what they can actually.
I honestly think
together.
I think you could go either way. Really, what would make sense? I don't know. Either, even if Theory were to lose, we all know what's happening with Cena and Theory. We know that.
It has to be. I think it has to be like.
Yeah.
A DQ type
thing. We put the title on Lashley and then actually make it mean something, and then Theory goes on with Cena. Because honestly, I don't think Theory really needs a title. His character enough can make good stories if they would allow him to. I don't dig the whole stupid posing baby oil crap. I know it's the thing with Lashley because Lashley's built bigger and blah 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 blah. But like,
I thought it was dumb.
Yeah.
No, sorry, correction. I thought that Lashley obviously winning, and the whole entire thing for the big moment was he squirted it in his face and drop kicked him one time.
Yeah.
Like that was it. Like we all knew you were going to attack a drop kick, and that was it.
Yeah.
Like we all knew it was going to be stupid. Could you at least make the stupid worth it and have it be more than a single drop kick? Like, make it an ass whooping to make it worth it. That whole thing was dumb. Do I think they could put on a match to save it with their abilities? Yes. Lashley, still the best we've ever seen him. Theory.
Well, they're both very athletically gifted.
He's a freak, Theory. Look at his age. We all know he's a freak. We all know his ego got the best of him. They turned him into a jackass down in NXT for a little bit. But look at him now.
I think that was a reality check.
Well, I know. That was like watch this, buddy. Now he's the chosen one. Didn't work out so hot for the last one, but at least originally.
So who do you think? Theory?
That's the problem with it.
I'm okay with either. It doesn't matter to me. It's going to be a good match as long as they allow it.
I'm okay with either of them. I hate to be the guy in the middle and not pick anything, but after they, the referee, we saw him hitting him to raise that title belt that the fan was holding, WWE Championship high in the air after the last payment. He beat the living bejesus out of everybody. Like he went and raised that, so they can't go and have him lose because that just kills all of it. Theory could just DQ win. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that way Lashley still wins, he's protected. Theory still wins, he's protected. Like technically loses, but he didn't lose. He didn't get
Yeah.
pinned, which kind of keeps one of those even because it doesn't matter either way. Everyone hates Theory. He's doing his job. He doesn't
Yeah.
need a title to prove it. The US
Yeah.
title actually being a prestigious title. That would actually be cool, not just a prop. No
Yeah.
offense, title doesn't make the guy makes the title, and it's a prop in his hands. Kind of like when Queen Zelina and Carmella were the women's tag champs. They were just props, which did nothing, which is why the whole division's a joke. And I say the whole division, I don't just mean the women's tag. I mean, Ronda's going to beat the hell out of Natty and Bianca's beating Carmella, and we already all knew that. Point, set, match.
So we're saying a DQ either way. And even if it's not Austin Theory, maybe Lashley loses his shit and
just beats the living bejesus.
Yeah, after the 5 count, done. Like, put on a hell of a match and then have that ending instead of something stupid.
And then maul him for like a good solid 5 minutes afterwards. And then we don't have to worry about Theory for a little bit. And then, well,
yeah.
I mean, they don't have, they can't.
And honestly, if Lashley, even if it ends in a DQ and Lashley mauls the crap out of Theory, that gets Theory out of the picture for a while, and him and John can do stuff back and forth, like on Twitter, or you know what I mean? Like, kind of prolong the because with SummerSlam being a little bit further away.
Yeah, but
I mean, have them take jabs back and forth, show up on a Monday night. One shows up on Monday Night Raw, the other one shows on the other Monday Night Raw when the other one's out there, and then finally have like a face off. You know what I mean? Like
that's the problem. That's the problem with it, though. We're trying to pick that one because I mean they were pushing it hard, and then nothing happened on Raw. Like what? He's gonna get him. He's turning back around, and they didn't do anything. So he just berated him, and we didn't do anything. Thank you, Oxford, North Carolina, worthless piece of shiza. Bet you was a Medicare assistant. I didn't even look. Like it's Saturday, people. Do something besides piss me off. I already have enough. I'm already quite good at doing that myself.
Yeah.
Anyway, before I got interrupted again by Medicare assistants, even some from Canada, which blows my mind. What are you doing calling me for Medicare assistants out of British Columbia? Like, what the? Anyway, but if they do that, they only have 4 weeks. Like SummerSlam's in 4 weeks, like from today on the 30th, because for some reason they moved it up, 3 weeks ahead of normal schedule. Which, if they again preseason,
well, they have to because of the Saudi people or premium live event. Sorry.
Well, guess what? That's stupid. Thanks for ruining my birthday. For a show that's predictable, and you're just going to bring a bunch of old guys back to, yay, hooray. Woo. But there's only, so even if he beats the bejesus, they do so. I mean, they have a month to build it. Like, and they didn't have him do anything. I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe they'll save it for Mania or something. That I don't, because how are they going to build it in 4 weeks? Like, if they didn't do it on Raw, I don't think they have time to do it. We can keep Theory and Lashley going. I mean, have something stupid end and then let her rip at SummerSlam. Yeah. Stadium show. So, I mean, they should SummerSlam. Hopefully they start it an hour earlier and give people, like an actual show, not like, yeah, that would be super. If you're gonna take it away from my birthday.
He would have been 5 years old at the time, just going, what is this? And then my oldest, which doesn't really watch a lot of wrestling, going, what crap is this?
And Hannah looking up, going, her head goes back down. Like, yep, that pretty much sums that up. Like, how much does that suck? Well, look, she didn't even use words.
Definitely going to be a good match. Going to be one of the matches of the night. As far as the singles matches is concerned, I mean, there's,
we all know, like, the Money in the Bank has. I mean, they're going to have their big moments just to get everyone. Yeah, everyone's going to have their moment to shine. I think the Usos and the Street Profits are going to steal the whole entire.
Oh yeah,
show.
They're just both teams gifted in all aspects, really.
Can
Montez Ford get a little bit higher on the frog splash? Maybe. Because it looks like every time he does it, he gets higher and higher. I don't know how he just, or maybe just how he just, I don't know. But
I don't. I mean, that one's harder for me to pick. Again, great promos last night, and they've had the Profits win all the singles matches, which makes me think, stupid's going to ensue, and they haven't hit a year yet. So the rate Roman's going. Like, Usos haven't hit a year, but really, who else do they have besides the Street Profits?
Yeah.
I mean, there's.
I mean, even if the Usos retain and Profits lose, they could really pull that along with not even title matches. Like those two tag teams are like have the same. I feel have the same chemistry as Hardy Boys, ENC, and Dudley's. Every match is never the same. Could never be the same.
Shout out to Christian. That Jungle Boy line. Thank you. And him being a dick. It's just so much more natural.
Yeah.
I liked him being a crybaby too. And just yelling around on the ring and DDP looking at him. Just creepy ass DDP. But I mean, they have such good, again, they have with a lot of people. I mean, look at, the Usos and the New Day.
Yeah.
Like they jive with a lot of people, which is why their matches are still, there, which is why they're the champions. Because no offense, I mean, when was the last time they had a real like team step up to them? I mean, we had RK Bro, but apparently Randy's really, actually.
Yeah.
So that's why it's amazing. 1 month he says he's going to go for another 20 years. Next month he's crippled and out the rest of the year. And guess what? Everyone that hates on Riddle, why do you think they went that? What? Everyone does and talks.
Riddle's been holding it down. I can't say it enough.
Everyone talking trash on the internet. They don't get it. They hate him. The only reason he got over is because Randy liked him because of the weed and all that. Like, or because that Riddle can actually go. Like, guess what? I saw him for the first time.
Fighter. I mean,
he came out on NXT Takeover the first time, whichever one it was, eons ago, and it didn't suck. And I saw him.
Where did you come from?
And guess what? I hit the center button on the PlayStation controller. And I was like, nope. No. Ain't got time for this. Guess what? He can wrestle, though. You say whatever you want about the character. He can go. If you ever go back and watch him in Randy's matches, he was in the ring about 95% of the time. Randy would do his things. Randy would get attacked. Here it comes Riddle. Riddle needs a tag. Someone pulls Randy's foot off the apron. Kaboom. Riddle has to keep going. Like, the man held down all those matches. He was kind of like Bartel at the end of Imperium's run before. Yeah, he was holding it down compared to Eichner, which was very uncommon. Sorry, Ludwig Kaiser. And I did have to give him credit because he beat the Giovanni Vinci. I'm back on hating him as of Tuesday night, but he gets a week off this week because he beat the living bejesus out of Giro. Thank you, God. And what, he better kill him. What? I don't think he got one moving. Otherwise, kill him. What? Okay, what? Hominis Dominus, what? You get a blessing this week. I'm not going to be a dick to you. Now, next week, when you come back out smiling, looking all like Crawford, that'd be Josh, not Cindy. It would have been so good, but Riddle really did hold it down. He was that good. Everyone get over yourselves. Like, he really can look past the ridiculous gimmick, which I really do think actually it's probably really 90% him in real life.
Yeah, probably.
Easy, bro. Jesus Christ, would you stop? No one plays that well. Oh, never mind. Godfather slapped bejesus out of pimps, and then he played the characters once. So, I mean, at least you know how to do it. That knock him unconscious, just slapping him, and damn. But yeah, it should be a great match. I don't know who to pick. I just think the Usos have to retain, just because because the only other option is the Profits win and then they go back at it in 4 weeks and let the Pride put the belts right back on the Usos. And even though I think a break for them
just to beef up the resume
would be good, just to give other people some time to shine. You got to let other people at least try.
Yeah,
which is why I don't like them being unified. Doesn't mean that no one really gets meaningful chance to actually try. It's just the Profits taking up time on both shows.
Or just do the smart thing, keep it unified, get it down to just one set of belts. I'm done with that. And actually open up the tag team division, because you could on both shows if they would.
Yeah, like you could actually put it back. Like, it's not that hard. Not just having useless matches. Like, you could build it back up just by matches alone. Not have any crazy storytelling. Just let them go out there and have good matches. You did it in this one era.
Yeah,
it was really, really good. For the love of God, you could actually believe that a man with the hat sticking out of his top of his hair sticking out of his hat, doing the worm, could beat the bejesus and beat the APA. And you're all, I can see that.
Yeah.
You know what? They did it good. Or just a picture of Rikishi just things that make you go. I'm not giving you the sound on that one. That one's gross. But yeah, I mean, I think the Usos have to hold on. If they don't, I think it's a bad sign that they're going to just pick them back up, even though I think a year, off would be good. And I do also hate, the two separate belts. I'm going to just make it one thing.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to defend like each of them separately, it might as well just be one if it's only going to be one tag team, regardless. Having two belts is stupid. Which is why Roman should have won, and then bang, came out the next night with one belt.
Yeah, they had a great idea with the gold strap with the gold plates.
And yeah, here we are. Like you could have just we don't see Roman, so what's the point of getting it?
Yeah.
No one's seen him except for Riddle for 15 minutes. Okay, they gave him like a half hour. But by the way, which is longer? The Cena tribute video on Raw or Roman's entrance? See, I was out there going, time. We're getting close. What? I know how long. Remember, the name is what? It's taken longer for Roman's entrance. A lot.
Yeah, when Roman's entrance is almost as long as the Undertaker's at this point, it's like, ugh.
At least the Undertaker's like coming up through the thing, and there's all this effort to it. It's not just dudes standing there looking at people. Paul is waddling behind him like it. His should not take 3.5 years. I can't put any pressure on my legs sometimes because of pain. I'm moving faster than Roman does. Granted, that's because of the pain. But yeah, I think that should be the show stealer, though. No offense to the ladder matches themselves. I think that the Usos and the Prophets are going to just burn the place down.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be the match of the night. No offense to anybody in the ladder matches. We can look at half of them and go, nope, nope, nope. We look at you and we're going, I don't know, but you got to put on a great match because they can go.
Yeah.
And now Jay even figured out how to talk just for this occasion. Never happens. That was the most comments I've ever gotten on Twitter doing anything during the show. You know what? I normally rag all over the guy. Damn, he finally figured out how to put a sentence together. It didn't just have to be Jimmy this time. Amen. Yes. So which one do you want to talk about first, men's or women's?
Let's get rid of the women's first. No offense. I've got more theories.
That just sounded
Austin theories.
That just sounded so terrible. Get the women over with. God, sounds worse than I do. Miserable.
I just don't think it's going to be as good. To me, what makes sense business-wise, since they've been pushing her, is Lacey Evans winning it. They're so high on her right now that they can't even decide whether they want her on Raw or SmackDown.
Oh, they can't do that with anyone anymore. Your microphone just turned off.
Yeah, I've got noise happening, so I'm trying to
just
minimize.
I was just making sure you actually was an operator error, not like everything shutting down on us.
It's all good.
Okay. Hey, got to make sure. I mean, look at mine. Mine suddenly was like a mid-sentence. Like it just turned orange.
Yeah, I'm thinking
I can still hear you. Like,
Lacey Evans from a business aspect. I wish they would just let Alexa Bliss do her thing, but then it seems like Bliss is had a part-time position at this point. I don't think she really wants to fully go into it anymore. I don't know. Just something tells me
she wants to lose herself in the music. The moment you better never let it go. You only got one chance. Not a chance to blow because opportunity comes.
Yeah. I'm on board with Lacey Evans. It just makes sense at this point. Asuka's had her thing. Lynch, they're going to continue with her.
Yeah, that's not done yet.
Going downhill, and maybe she'll just completely lose her mind.
This ain't over. Not yet by a long shot. Yeah, that's pretty much where they're at right now.
Shotzi, not believable. No offense to Shotzi, and same thing with Raquel Rodriguez. It's too soon to me personally. Looking at it at a business aspect.
Stop smiling. That'd be great. If she could just stop smiling.
Yeah. So I'm thinking Lacey Evans.
Yeah, I mean that's a shot. I saw a lot of people online picking out on Liv. I just don't think they'll give it to her. But hell, they gave it to Nikki and let Nikki cash in. So what the do I know?
Yeah. Or okay, I could see that as a shocker. I would be on board with that as a shocker.
Yeah, like I got the outlier category.
How do you top an oops? Holy, she won it compared to the other year. Like everyone's fighting, and there's Nikki. Hey, by the way, look what I got. Everyone's going, what the You know what I mean? Like
Don't worry.
that was good. Like
I was.
I thought it was pretty entertaining.
I know, and if I go through the lists and all the notes from all the years, yes, I know who said it. Pretty positive. You were actually the one that called it.
Yeah.
Well, it should be Nikki. Like that. It will never be Nikki.
Still the same thing with that Intercontinental title match at WrestleMania that one year with
then I'm sitting there going, it will be. And then she's going, no. And then I turned off my notifications. What text notifications turn off? What? Don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I know he's jumping up and down. I know they're laughing.
Or it could be that stupid finish like with Otis where somebody grabs it off the rung and it falls down and Liv Morgan catches it.
Just end it better than
something stupid.
just end it better than
the
whole Miz paying off like to please end it something less stupid than that.
Yeah.
If you do that again, that was dumb. Does that count in the records though, as a guy that won it and cashed the winning percentage as he like got it?
That's a great
away. He's full of gray areas.
Yeah.
I can't believe they turned Tucker on him and then fired him 10 minutes later. Like, that was
it did work. I mean, it did work out. I like where Otis is at.
I love this. I love this Otis.
Yeah.
Big machine Otis, and they're using Gable for something now.
Ashish.
There's no shoosh. What? They're lucky this wasn't the Attitude Era, like in ECW, where people start you shooshed in the middle of a ring, what they would start hurling chairs at you.
Yeah. So Lacey Evans' business aspect, shocker, Liv Morgan.
Yeah, and again, I
mean, who do you want to win though? I would like Bliss to win, but
I'd like Alexa, Liv to win. Becky and Asuka are still going to keep going. I think it's going to lead to Becky turning back into the man because we know by the end of it, Ronda's going to be back to all of you. I hate you all like she did last time. So that way the man can come back to town, actually get a proper victory over Ronda at WrestleMania and make up for a referee completely missing, way up there in the air shoulder.
Yeah.
Surprised he didn't get fired. Like you came through the way, you're fired. Okay. I'm surprised. I'm sure Vince was having a stroke, because that's what he does. But at least now he's still at the shows, isn't he? It's good we didn't see him on Friday. That was a good change of pace. Finally.
Not tripping over stairs.
What? You're done, son. What? No. It's over. That was a lot of good memes, though. But yeah, I mean, they've been pushing Lacey to the moon.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to see it like Liv's down as the outlier. Like I would love it to be Liv. It's just, again, last year, I was like, they'll never give it to Nikki. Never. Ever. Hell, then she won. Then they let her cash in and be champion. Then what the? Well, guess I need to eat crow on that one. What? Don't I suddenly look like a dick? But I'd like to see it. I just don't have faith in them. Again, we'd love it to be Alexa. Just let her rip. Yeah, because she could still be really good, but they have to live.
She needs a final proper run. That's just me.
She just needs to be utilized it's just in some way. And it's really scary though. She was gone for that long. We all know they live in Southern California now. How in the is she pastier than me? I go outside to cut the grass once every couple of weeks. How the is she she's white? No offense, Alexa. I'm not talking. I saw my thighs; they're very white too. But I'm not going around to beaches and hanging out in SoCal with the nice weather. I'm here in North Carolina where it's 2,000 degrees, and when it's not 2,000 degrees, it's raining and miserable out. Hell, a tropical storm warning for him. Right now, I'm under a tropical storm warning. Welcome to July. Bastards. But yeah, again, I know it sounds like I'm rambling. But again, Asuka and Becky, it makes sense with, Becky, but I think that they're going to bring it all around full circle anyway.
Yeah.
But it would make business sense, at least for it to be Becky. Don't get me wrong there. The way that, because they could still have her Asuka fight.
Oh, yeah.
With that, so that would make sense, business wise at least. But again, will they? Do I have faith in them to do anything intelligent? Mace and Mansoor. Wait, that sums up my ability for them to make anything just to give a damn or do anything that makes sense. So Lacey's on my list. Alexa's on my please God. Yeah, if you're out there. please. Liv would be nice, but we'll see. I mean, they could surprise us all. No offense to Shotzi. I mean, she's the one that's in there that we're all sitting there looking at going, she's not going to win. You know, they could do something stupid like put Raquel in there. I mean, you know, but
Yeah.
no offense, Shotzi. But now if you win, no one can say I don't. Like, you know, but if she wins, well, I'm retiring. I'm gonna quit. It's done. It's over. And then I'll have to eat crow tomorrow because Justin won't let me live.
Down.
By saying that, yeah, if she wins, he's gonna be like, "Oh, really? Like, shut up, shut it, shut it." You know, but I think it'll be a good match. It's just I just don't think they set it up with people that are believable.
Yeah.
Lacey, they're pushing her to the moon. Alexa, Liv, Asuka. I mean, Becky. You wouldn't be surprised.
At least it's a match. At least it's a match that you think anyone could win. I mean, no offense to Shotzi or Raquel, but they, you know, and again, you throw those two kind of in there as, you know, because there's going to be bets on, you know, there's going to be dark horse bets.
Yeah, and they're finally almost starting to make actual sports betting like you can do. Yeah, those kind of things legal in North Carolina. So maybe one day I'll be able to go, screw it. Then turn around, what are you doing the rest of the year? Nothing. Justin's in charge. I quit this. I'm out. I'm going to do live shows, from every damn wrestling event around the country. So I'm just going to do that. But it should be a good one. Not as good as the men's one, though. We might as well end it on that because I really do think that should be what ends the show. Yeah. No, because I think they're going to have bigger moments to, you know, but those bigger moments could also help, you know, propel the show in a proper trajectory. You know, because no matter what, who wins the women's one, everyone's mostly still going to be happy there. Yeah. As long as it's not Carmella and Bianca ending it, please don't. Or hell, have Alexa win and Ronda retain, and then Alexa comes out and just cashes in like she did the last time. Or Natty wins and gets to be champion for 9 seconds. Oh, but would Alexa get back in the ring with Ronda after those 2 concussions last time she was around? I mean, it wasn't like it was. I mean, got in the ring with her twice, concussed her both times.
So I've got a few takes on the men's here. Business wise, what makes sense? Seth Rollins, which I'll get back. I'll get back to that then.
Rollins.
Remember that. Shockers to me would either be Riddle or Madcap. Shocker to me would be Riddle. Dark Horse would be Madcap.
I think.
And then if Vince has it any other way, it'd be stupid and Moss. But
when I think, you know, the big one, like, you know, I think big picture, just because, I mean, like Madcap getting close, and then for some reason, you know, here comes Happy to try to ruin it, and then here comes Pat McAfee, and you know,
chaos
to finally set it up, you know, just to get that done. But something stupid if he tries to get it. I was glad because they were pushing in the momentum, the music, the outfit, winning over, like all of that, you know, to see him win. You know, Miz doesn't need it.
Yeah,
Miz has got Logan Paul coming down the throat, you know. Whoever the hell else was in the match. Happy, we all know that's going to be Pat McAfee.
Yeah,
and whoever the other one was. That's how good of a match it was. Whoever the other guy was. Oh, I'll tell you who the other guy was. Thankfully, I wrote it down here. It was Zeke. See, there we go. That's why. Because I didn't want to hear Zeke speak. I wanted him to remember what John Cena said. Always remember who you are. Exactly. But yeah, Riddle. I mean, Riddle's on a lot of people's lists that I've seen for like CBS Sports, Yahoo Sports. Like a lot of people are picking Riddle, and a lot of people are picking Liv Morgan. Again, that's just with momentum that they've built, but it's Vince still, and Brock Lesnar can suddenly come back and just dun won't climb up the thing. We're all sitting there going, "What the?" You know, here comes James Ellsworth.
Yeah,
like the chinless bastard's back. Even though Alexa did say that someone with a chin won it for you. No, he was chinless. I hope it is no Moss.
No.
But if you watched last night, the Battle Royal, I mean, he did at least, you know, he was competently doing more moves than he normally does, trying to fight everyone off. But I mean, that's not really saying much with how many moves it's not even his fault. He's 9,000 feet tall.
Yeah.
There's only so much a tree can do, which is why all trees were very limited. Because they're big, they're scary, they can fling people. At least the big shots.
Again, it's got to be Rollins. I mean, just from the simple aspect that it would be believable if you were to cash in.
We're talking Seth freaking Rollins or Seth Franklin Rollins.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, whoever screwed that up on the advertising for whatever show they were doing that, and Seth turned around and put it as his Twitter handle, Seth Franklin Rollins. But God bless whoever screwed that up. Like,
Got him.
That was what?
Yeah.
Okay, what? Challenge accepted. What?
Yeah.
Seth Franklin Rollins. God, how hard is it? Seth freaking, like, can you type Franklin? Like, you actually have, like, that guy got fired. Big old advertisement for the whole world to see. For Seth Franklin Rollins.
Yeah, I'm thinking Rollins cashes
Makes
in between now and whenever Rhodes comes back. I think they throw it up for just the WWE title. Pull that onto one brand. Rollins continues as Universal. Could set something else up down the road with hell, Riddle or somebody. Like, I mean, Rollins can pretty much well adapt to working with anyone.
Yeah. Like he makes.
Yeah. I mean, even Ric Flair called it, even though he's senile, but.
Let's see. You had to remind me now. I'm going to pick everyone except him.
Yeah.
All right.
Rollins is believable. That I can't see anybody else.
Riddle,
especially if, you know, Roman's is having the match at SummerSlam with Brock, and which would be cool to see both of them down and out for the 10 count, and halfway through the 10 count, Rollins like, I'm part of this match, and they count both of them down, and Rollins is standing. Crazy idea, would work. I'm calling it. Now
one for myself. Think, because you'd believe Riddle winning. Riddle, gets it somehow. Cashes in when they're both down, does the same exact thing. Gets one of them, however the hell that both of them, whatever. But then it sets up, because he always said he wanted to be the one to retire Brock, and then they go into Mania and he gets his Brock match, even though they told Riddle, stay off social media, don't ever talk to Brock, don't look at him, don't be in the same building as him. Stop, like, you're pissing him off. Like I meant it with all due respect. It's not my fault. Brock's a dick. Like, God, I just wanted to respectfully be the guy that he's in the ring with last. Pass the torch. So I know Brock's like, what? If you look at me again, I'll eat you. Like, that had to be a great one with Vince calling. As Vince went, stop poking the beast. Like, I'm not poking no one, bro. Like, I could see Brock just mauling him, but that would be another. Like, I could at least it would finally end it that way. But I don't think Brock's anywhere near stopping the. When emergency, an emergency break glass. I don't think he's anywhere near being done with that. But Seth or Riddle makes sense. Omos doesn't. No offense, Sami Zayn. We all know you're not winning it. They give it to Sami Zayn. He just sits there and holds on to it for a year and lets it expire. If Roman keeps the title, I'm pretty sure things will be lit on fire. Omos, please God.
No.
If you're up there listening, I don't ask for much. Please.
Yeah.
Don't. If you're up there and you love us as much as you say to, please don't do us. Don't do me like that. We know Drew can't win because, well, Clash at the Castle. He's been in the advertisements with Roman since they announced it.
Doing that one.
So he's already in that. Yeah, Sheamus again.
No offense to Sheamus. He's just a filling guy, honestly.
Works great with the young guys. I mean, I wish Butch. And I wish Ridge Holland would have actually stayed NXT and learned how to wrestle.
Which, quick side note, Big E's looking pretty good from the last post.
We couldn't see it, but well, crunchity crunch, bye neck brace.
Yep.
By the way, those things suck. Those things absolutely suck. So good on you for listening to your doctor and keeping it on there that long. Because I hated that for the hour I remember it being on. I'm not nearly as big as he is. There's all kinds of muscle and stuff to catch like that had to suck. Yeah. But again, Seth or Riddle are the only ones that make any feasible sense. So I'm writing them both down. So that way, when I'm wrong, we were wrong 3 times. When they pull something, we're sitting there going, like they did what? Just waiting for that, stupid. But again, physically, they're the only ones that make sense. And I hate to not just pick one guy, but I mean, that leaves the whole field of people that you just couldn't even see it happening to go and blow all of our minds and piss me off. Roughly around probably the 10, 11 o'clock hour, probably closer to the 11 o'clock hour. There's not a snowflake's chance in hell they're fitting all of that into 2 hours.
Yeah.
If they follow that into 2 hours, what the hell's the point of having the ladder matches? You got to have them last 15 seconds piece. That would be dumb. Thankfully, Roman isn't on the show, though. So I mean, 15 minutes won't be him walking down the ramp and fireworks and Heyman and looking like a walrus. Like it's just, at least that'll save us some time.
That doesn't save us from any kind of promo videos, though.
Oh, you know it, especially with SummerSlam coming. God, think about how much fun that's going to be in Nissan Stadium. It's football field, which means that's going to be a long ramp. We're all going to sit there and be like, piss break. Well, I'm going to go to the store, get some more chips. Got to go to Taco Bell, wash the cat. And I'll come back, and he might be halfway down the ramp. Like, I can drive my fat ass to Taco Bell, come back, match won't be started yet.
It'll be halfway down the ramp.
I all but guarantee I could actually pull that off with how close I am. That I could.
Yeah, true.
I mean, if that light doesn't screw me, there's that light to turn on to Western Road. If that thing doesn't fist me, I could solid make it to Taco Bell back. I can even go there, order on the screen, wait for them to make it, and get back. And I might miss 2 or 3 minutes.
No using the app that night.
that dude, that's just the longest thing ever. So we know we're going to hear all about that. Before we say goodbye, you did say you had a theory, an Austin theory, let's say, because he's not allowed to be Austin Theory anymore. He's just theory. We have an Austin theory on getting the belts off of Roman intelligently.
Yeah, we quickly touch base on it. Rollins cashes in. Cody comes back in time for maybe Rumble main event. They just throw it up for just the WWE Championship, maybe. Somehow they got to get the belts off, and it's even if it's Rollins just cashing in on the WWE just to pull it back to Raw, since Cody's technically a Raw superstar, and then let them duke it out at maybe the Rumble or carry it over into Mania. Reigns still continues to have the undisputed title. At least we have a major title still being defended or in the story itself.
And that's the big problem when they
like how else would you get both belts off, or at least one?
There's the problem they backed themselves into, especially with Cody's injury.
Yeah.
And again, the promo little interview we did there on Raw, got up and walked away. Still talking trash about Seth. So obviously it's not going to be over, but Seth wins.
Makes sense.
But I'm saying they have him do it. He wins. He gets one house. They're obviously pushing Cody to the moon. He's going to be champion.
Oh, yeah.
Having him go at it for a 4th time. Will it? We'll be happy to see Cody back, but it was supposed to be over in Hell in a Cell. Just turn around and push it back again, because then Seth's going to get rematches, and it's just going to cause can they do it without making us watch the same matches over and over again repeatedly? That's the big one. I don't have faith in them with them doing anything properly. If we're being 1,000% honest.
I think with Rollins and Cody, you can get.
They could do great.
Oh yeah,
but,
look how many times Rock and H or Stone Cold and The Rock, it was to me, Rollins and Cody fits that mold, and even if it's at Rumble or maybe.
Cody, talking the way he did, I think he'll be back. He obviously is going to be back in time for the Rumble. It was great to see him, get interviewed in a sleeveless and look, he's normal colored again. Yay.
Yeah. Not purple anymore.
Damn. But they could do that. Yeah, that would make sense. They got to do something. They back themselves into a corner. you guys know, like ticket sales that were going
And
on, all
maybe,
kinds of stuff.
maybe we see Rollins take the title. That'll set up Cody and Rollins. And then maybe we see Lashley and Roman, because Lashley, to me, I believe is believable to take it from Roman.
Beat the bejesus out of Roman. Yeah. Yeah. Like they had him lift the title for a reason. I mean, like
Yeah.
they could, yeah. I think he's one of the few people that can do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be tired of seeing Brock coming back just to lose. Like,
Yeah.
I'm get in there and do the damn thing. Like, he showed up more like in those couple. He was on every show. Now send him down to NXT as champion one time, just start flinging people. Then just beat the shit out of the whole roster. What? And then suddenly Triple H comes in, smiles, but I'm back. And everything turns black and gold. And the crowd goes wild. And Giovanni Vinci cannot be an idiot. And Jiro can get fired finally. Hey-oh. These are dreams. These are what dreams are made of. But who wouldn't see Brock going down there beating the bejesus out of everything? And Triple H just comes out smiling, holding a sledgehammer over me. Black and gold. Thank you, Jesus. What? Help me, Tom Cruise. Yeah, all of that. All right, I saw Ricky Bobby was on earlier, but I chose real racing over that.
Take and bake.
But yeah, like that makes sense. They just have to figure out how to do it somehow intelligently, and they got to. I mean,
Yeah, again, they're gonna have to do without making Roman look weak.
like they, and I mean, there had like all the prior events for live stuff and big stadium shows. I mean, they had to have some kind of reason why they said we're shooting big and going for Allegiant Stadium. And the numbers had to be bad for them to get out of there. Like, like maybe that should be a sign to the world that you shouldn't have your champion just vanish. Like, hey, he's been champion for 9 years, so that's cool. I haven't seen him in 3. Jesus, at least Bruno was defending the title every 15 seconds. Like, every time we turned around.
Except for a recycled video package.
I mean, like, everyone talks about you're never going to reach Bruno's number. Bruno was defending it like every week. They do their whole little loop there. Boom, back at the Gardens. The title defenses everywhere. Wasn't like we saw him like every 8 years. I mean, damn, Brock showed up more than this. That's saying something. I mean, that's actually really saying something. Brock would go to like have matches with people like AJ and Ricochet, which I still can't believe Sammy's brother. Like, Ricochet has a chance. If you were here right now, I'd punch you in the face. Like, you think they're gonna have Ricochet beat Brock at the Rumble for the title? But like, what? Like, I'm sorry, dear wrestling fans listening to this. If you believed that was actually going to happen, I feel sorry for. I can't even feel sorry for you. It's actually laughable. Like, that was not a snowflake's chance in anything. Who in the bluest of hells are you? And then the guy tries to answer. Then we tell him it doesn't matter what his name is. And then we all move on with a big chuckle. But yeah, overall, that makes sense. They have to do it right. They back themselves into the corner. And I mean, I don't know what SummerSlam tickets look like. So, I mean, they want to back themselves into another one because they've been announced that one last year. Like, a long time ago. Like, that would be really, really, really bad. But they got to get like something in there, and they don't have anything really big going forward. No offense to them. I mean, they're the ones that back themselves into the corner by firing everyone and only building one guy who officially is a part-timer and only works once every 3 months.
Yep.
And that's why you shouldn't have put both belts on him. At least Brock could have got him and quit like he did one time. Just drop the belt, see you later, bye, boom, we have 2 champions again. No one beats him. Brock still looks like an asshole. Or Roman could have been like, what, I beat everyone, bye. And we wouldn't have this problem. Like, it's so easy to just fix it, but no, it's all about Roman. We'll tell his ass to show up. Why?
It's either that or Roman beats Brock, and then they maybe they do that. But
Seth comes in and cashes in.
Reigns shows up. I'm done. Here you go. And wouldn't that be an idea? Yeah, Rollins cashes in after Roman just drops the belts in the ring. I'm going to just take this one, and then they have a tournament for the Universal.
He's cashing in his money in the bank contract. Love it. Thank you very much. Well, he just relinquished it. What? I get a title shot anytime, anywhere. What? I'd like that right now. Thank you. And then he would,
Here's a good idea. So Roman's like, you know what? I'm done. Plop. Rollins goes to cash in. Rhodes' music hits. Because technically you need to have an opponent to cash in.
hey, if they're relinquished, I mean, what? He doesn't have a champion to fight. He just go take the titles. It's just, God, they have to do something, but I'm going to stop dragging out. Hopefully we'll have answers tonight. Like we can at least.
Trying to think of what might happen.
But like they got to figure out, we could see where they're going forward with everything and then try to take our best guess and just hope and pray and be like, please don't suck, 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 please don't suck. As it's sucking. Like I said, please. Nice. But again, Usos and Profits is going to steal it. Bianca's winning. Ronda's winning. We got Seth or Riddle, it's either winning or the outliers for the men. And then, you picked Lacey for the women's. Liv and Shotzi are the two outliers that we have there. And then again, I have, Lacey. I just see Lacey, Alexa, and Liv being the only feasible ones to at least win it because everyone else is just intermingled. Or it's just be a dumb decision. But we do have the maximum male models. So, they're full of really dumb decisions. Lots of them. Really, really insurmountable amounts of stupid. Inconceivable. And if you know what that movie's from, please comment. Good movie. God bless it. Thank you, Andre the Giant. There, big shout out. You can't even miss it now. Literally. But that's where I say it's a good thing to, jump off. Yeah, we went over everything. We got some good theories out of it, just not Austin. Actually, they're Austin theories because now theory is trademarked by, so you put Austin in front of it, it's not trademarked anymore. So hopefully. I don't care. I'm not making money, so they can get as mad as they want. I will not cease or desist. You can go yourself. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. It's going to be up on YouTube and Rumble here shortly. Then I shared to Facebook and Twitter, also on Locals and Reddit as of recently. So follow along on there. All the shows go on there under one, so you can catch everything that I do right there on one thing. And good pods, thank you all of that. I appreciate it. Numbers keep going up, so let's keep that going in the right direction. Or we'll do the sideways bar thing. We are the bar. I don't think we got to talk about it.
Wait, hold on. Highway. Nope. The other one. Remember? There you go.
We'll see. Now it's just, see if you just did that side. But shout out to all the people as I didn't get to talk to you about this. When Cesaro was face to face with Jack Swagger from back in the day during Blood and Guts, and we got the "We the People" chant from the crowd. Thank you to the people that actually remembered it, and shout out to the other half of the crowd that's going, "What the? Are they what? We the what?" Yes, but thank you for that. So it's going, "What? Everything is real. What? Everything is right in the world." What? They were sitting there just probably smiling on the inside. They're like, "Look angry, look angry." Like, "We the people." How bad? Jesus Christ! Think if they tried that gimmick now. Holy balls!
Yeah,
they'd get shot. Literally, people would lose their shit. But we'll be back tomorrow with reactions because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of them. To make sure I take really good notes for the good spots in the match, just so I don't forget anything. Because again, there's going to be a lot. It'll be very much more in depth. But look, we all picked everything out. Again, theory in them, there has to be disqualification somehow.
Oh yeah.
Somehow they're going to hold on just to carry it on for longer because they haven't hit a year. Like we went over everything, and we even told you that Bianca and Ronda were going to win. So we literally gave predictions every time. Now just to see how much we suck.
Yeah,
that's for Vince to let us know, and I'm sure he won't actually know how much we're going to suck until about 5 minutes before every match, because it's Vincent Kennedy McMahon, and he doesn't know any other way to do it. You're welcome, Vince. Not really. But I'll be back tomorrow with Justin. So enjoy the night. Again, share this no matter what platform you're on. Like, rate, comment, follow along. Like one of these. Actually, now there's one all the way out. So you point that way.
Oh, I got it right.
Or there, what? There's a like and a like next video on YouTube, so it'll be up there. Click it, subscribe, do all that, and we'll be back tomorrow. So enjoy the night. Tell us how much you think we suck. Share everything out, and until tomorrow, my friends, peace.